It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL24.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the LA Chargers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
As I remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Smith They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the red zone now, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Smith now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Solid finish to the opening drive. And look, when you get down around the goal line, you have to account for his legs. We saw it right there.
Yeah, that's the added dimension to the offense, isn't it? Remember what the offensive line coach told us earlier this week? I told my guys, he's going to run it. We have to make sure he stays protected and give him an opportunity.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now 2nd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 19 yards for Austin Eckler. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw is Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Returning right back to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43.
53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Now Smith.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. This is swung out to Eckler.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
This is a counter play. Eckler. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Geno. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. LA set to take over again on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
That's a room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Now it's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Running on first down, Eckler.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. On the option, here's Eckler.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, it's Herbert.
And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Let's go, baby.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Eckler, they run left side. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Geno now to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. 3rd down here.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Steps away to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And going right back to Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6. Now Smith. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Gino on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A quick throw out to Lockett. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Throwing again is Smith. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On second down, here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
And back deep is D.J. Dallas.
And taken right at the 35. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Open man, there's Bobo.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. It's Smith.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He finds Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards is the pickup, and it's good enough for a Seattle first. Smith throwing again. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This is 2nd and 8. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Smith on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half,
How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. Oh, look at the juke. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 120 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Chargers! Gerald Everett, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
Stevies love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. On first down, Smith. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now it's Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now Geno. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing again is Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Smith.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On the screen, this is Eckler. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Caught by Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Herbert on 3rd down now. They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense, and we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's what it is. That's what.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Walker. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play action. It's Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run again with Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Walker fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage.
And you see the last drive, great chunky yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run,
The receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Herbert now. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers offense back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They started on the ground with Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Here's a 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Herbert on 1st down now. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Eckler again. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Seahawks take back over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as,
I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now Gino on first down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll run the toss to Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 39 yards. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 9.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And Allen's got it.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 37, here's second down and 1. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Herbert. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Austin Eckler. And the Chargers are once again back in front.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5.
Smith.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And he's caught. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
To the air again, Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Geno now to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Smith to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Smith's going to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point up and through by Myers. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Herbert and the Chargers down by a field goal, 35 seconds to go. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. He's got Eckler. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Throwing, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Herbert going to throw. Johnston on the quick slant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again, as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here at OT as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So out come the Chargers. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert now. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't hook it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down, this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. First throw here in overtime for Smith. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Hand off here to Walker. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now Smith with his first throw of OT. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 56 yards.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. From the gun, here's Smith. Short throw to Disley. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing now is Geno. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Geno. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Chargers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT. And now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. So a critical turnover on the 3rd drive of overtime. And, Charles, the end result is they're going to be set up in field goal range with a chance now to win it.
Absolutely, and all you're thinking right now as a field goal kicker is, go ahead and put me in, coach. I want to finish this off, and we can all go home with a victory.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.